Hey, what is going on, guys? So I got all Skyhigh car audio wire, and I just got an excess power D3400. So I did the big three. Now, first off, if you guys don't know what the big three is, you ground your battery to your frame, then you ground your battery to your engine block somewhere. I just used the factory ones. These black wires with the yellow stripe, those are the factory wire, but actually I don't even have those connected because I can't hook them up to this terminal. So I only have my grounds, and then my power, this is the third wire, would be from the alternator post all the way down to the battery. So my fuse is the one that I had before for my amp. It's a 200 amp fuse. I guess it's a kicker amp, I don't know, or a kicker fuse, sorry. But I have a Skyhigh car audio 300 amp for my power wire. Now, as you can see, I have two runs of power wire, but this wire isn't doing anything, not yet. But once I get battery terminals and a battery for the rear, then I'll do that. So the big three means 2 grounds and 1 power, but what you can do is you can ground your engine block to your frame. So do you see that wire right there? It goes to my engine right there, and then it goes up to my frame right up there. That's a really thin wire. I didn't want to have to get back there and do all that, because honestly I don't really need to if everything's, I don't know. It's just, I don't think that part's necessary, but you could call that a big 4 if you do that. So 2 grounds and 1 positive. Now what most people do, if they ground it to the motor, they would normally do it to the alternator mount. So I mean, I could do it here, I could do it here, as long as everything lines up properly. I would say most likely right there would be the best bet. But I just went the factory one. Now there's also, I could have did it right there. I don't know where that bolt went. I could have did it there. I mean, honestly, anywhere that's connected to metal that is on the engine block, you're fine. Now, I have those 2 runs going through my car, and look, I hit it. You can't even see them. You can see them right there. I mean, it is bulged, let me tell you. This is bulged out, and this kind of ripped, and I can't get to my levers anymore. But that goes through here, up my seats, and then there's all that wire. I'm just using the ground that I had before. It's actually, I mean, it's a good ground. It's just, it looks crappy because that bolt isn't really threading in very good, so I had to go at an angle. There's my Sundown X15 in a 4 cube box tune to 32. But I was using my phone app, so that's probably not very accurate on tuning. Honestly, it's probably tuned closer to, I don't know, probably higher than 32. But yeah, I used to have a piece of wood right here, and I was drifting, and then I guess it moved the box a little bit and just tore out the port wall. So I'll get some Bondo and fix that up, or maybe I won't. It doesn't affect anything. Oh, and here's my other fuse holder, and I got a drop-in hertz thing and an excess power thing, and got some of this I'm not going to use, and got tons of heat shrink and lugs, and I don't know where my other fuse is. I think it's, oh yeah, it's right in here. How did I not see that? And then I got some super glue. I'll throw it. I don't need that. And then going into the back, I got a lot of wire spooled up, mainly because I made each run from the front to back 18 feet. So 17 feet would have worked, but honestly, that's a lot of wire. But if you followed this one, it's only spooled up about, I would say about 2 times, and then it goes back. The other wire spooled up quite a bit. Yeah, this is all the excess that I didn't need for right now. And then Oh, and here's my tool maker 0 gauge to 4 gauge reducers. Oh, and look at my remote wire. I ran out of a remote wire, so here's the 18 gauge, and I took some 12 gauge and I wired them up, but it works just fine. Here's my 8 gauge speaker wire, and that looks like crap right here because I used to have that terminal thing, the spring-loaded 16 gauge terminal. I just put on a piece of wood. I put some silicone in there, but you can't see it. So it's a good seal. And I have 4 screws, and I just drilled a little hole, 2 holes. Actually, no. What did I do? I think I put my knife through it and was like carving it because I couldn't find a drill. And then I just put super glue around here because, I mean, I'm not... This isn't going to be my forever lifetime box. So I'm going to be upgrading soon. This is also a piece of shit. And same with this amp. No, actually, this amp, this has gone through a lot. But, so all of this whole ground is 16 feet. So normally you want, the shorter the ground, the better. Not sure why that's like that. But normally you want the shorter the ground, the better. I didn't really care because I didn't want to cut to length and then eventually have to cut it for... It's just temporary setup for right now, okay? When I get my amp and I get my alternator and all that sorts of stuff, that's great. This is just where I normally put my toolbox. I don't know why I have a baseball in here. And this is like 50 feet of Ethernet cable, just in case if someone needs some wired connection. Really, I threw the... Oh my god. Okay. I mean, this is my setup. So, this is a Kicker CX 1200.1. I got Kicker CS65s, and I got a Kicker fuse up there. But all of that Kicker things will be replaced with crescendo amps, crescendo speakers, and a Skyhigh car audio fuse. Now, what I'm going to do when I get my alternator, I'm going to have 2 runs running off my new alternator with 2 300 amp fuses going to this battery. And then I'll have 2 runs going to the back with 2 300 amp fuses. And then, you know, I'll just keep my grounds and everything. I'll have toolmaker inputs. I'll have that run all the way back. And then I'll have batteries back here. Probably 2 3100s. Maybe I'll just have 1 3100 for now. And then I'll get a second one later. But that'll just be connected with some wire. And then when I get big, you know, and I get another sub, I'm going to build a 4th order wall. Now, this is my plan. But I'll build a 4th order wall right here, back, and I'm thinking that a bottom, so, hold on, I don't know how to describe this. So, here is my seats, and then I would have a wall, like, right about here, okay? Here would be my port, or maybe the port will be like this, I don't know. And then the subs will be inverted, so here's the cone, and here's the magnet, okay? So I'll have 2, and then the sealed part would be under here. Alright, so the ported would be top, and then sealed would be on bottom. Now, what I want is Skyhigh car audio deadener, and I'll be doing my doors. Now, my doors will have a 8-inch here, a 6.5, and a 6.5, and then the F21 super tweeter. So, the PWX 8, 6.5, 6.5 super tweeter. Same over there. Now, I'll have all that ran back here, and not sure how my amp rack will go and stuff, but I'll have a Crescendo BC 3500 for my 2 subs. That'll be wired down to 1 ohm, and then I'll have my Crescendo 800x4, and that will be powering all my speakers. I'll have 2 6.5s connected, I'll have another 2 6.5s connected, and I'll have the 8 and the tweeter connected. And then there'll be a crossover in between. So, yeah, that's all 4 channels. So, I think that should be fantastic. Can't wait until I can plasti dip my back window and my back windows, and then put my stickers on there and logo up my junky old Subaru. I mean, seriously, this why do I have a Chief sticker? I don't even know. And like, look at this. Do you see that? Do you see that? That rust hole is huge. And then, like, what is up with the back panel? And then, like, what is that? And why do I have that there? And all these door dings, and they're, like, sanded for some reason. And then, like, I have rust down there, and the front of my car, it's like someone took a freaking weed whacker to it. I mean, this side isn't... This side's pretty good, I'd say. Oh, wait, no. What's right there? Oh, someone must have hit something with my car before I bought it. Oh, one last thing. There's my rim. What do you guys think happened? Oh, I did hit a curb. I was drifting, and then I was done drifting, and then I started drifting on accident, and then I lost traction and hit a curb. So, yeah. That's my setup. I don't really know what else to say, and this is a long-ass video. I'm very sorry, but, is that dented? That is dented right there. What the fuck? Why do people dent? Like, my hood's dented. Right? Do you see that? Right there? That's dented. Why is my garage so messy? I don't even understand. Okay. Well, Big 3, an excess power D3400, stock alternator, Skyhigh car audio OFC 0 gauge all the way through. And yeah, hopefully I can get new rims and new tires, and maybe a cold air intake, and, you know, just, I'll just make this freaking car awesome. You know, everyone says it's junk, but really, I'm the one that's calling it junk. They don't understand what is going to come. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but, like, I have insulation coming out. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next video. By the way, this is my old battery. Okay, yeah, bye.